What is up, members of my collector corps? It is I, Super Mario Zilla, or you can call me Vinny, and today we will be taking a look at the S.H.Figuarts Mecha Frieza. Revealed as a complete surprise, fans were excited to not only get Mecha Frieza, but also a 3.0 mold of Frieza. This doesn't look like a custom figure from the 1.0 mold of figures, so that's awesome. Frieza would feature updates into sculpt and also articulation. What more could a Frieza fan ask for? And Frieza's father, King Cold, is on the way as well. It was revealed at the same time as Mecha Frieza. So fans were excited. The figure clocks in at an MSRP of $85, and that's without shipping, so it ran you almost $100 if you ordered on Premium Bandai, which also means, yes, this is a web exclusive. You know the drill. It is a one-and-done production run. When the figure was released, fans went crazy for the figure and how good it was. Arguably one of the best Dragon Ball Figuarts, and one of the best Frieza figures, so that's really cool. Is it true though? Is this one of the best figures? And what do I think of the figure? Can I recommend it to you? Well, that's why you're here, right? Let's not waste any more time and see if this figure is worthy of a spot on your Dragon Ball Z shelf. Frieza is looking fantastic. All the details you expect on his mecha design are here and accounted for, along with some new details on the flesh not seen on previous Frieza figures. The forearms on the purple actually have ridges, and overall Frieza is looking a lot more buff and muscular, definitely looks a lot more imposing despite how short Frieza is. His facial details? Mwah, chef's kiss. And the paintwork is super clean, a combo of metallic silver along with satin black and beige for the armor on him. It's overall a very asymmetrical design, but it's been captured wonderfully on this piece. I love how the silver looks on the figure, it's nice and shiny. The purple on the figure is glossy, and it stands out in all the right ways possible. The muscle definition is a sight to behold for sure for the figure of this size. And Frieza sports his chest scar, that sadly is not painted. Shading is not featured on this figure, but thankfully this is a case where the figure really doesn't need it. Sure, it would help, but the figure still looks superb either way, so yeah, it would have been nice. At least it's not necessary for the figure. So I'm happy about that. Frieza's tail is pre-curved and it looks nice, but doesn't really help its case in articulation. You'll see what I mean later. Looks nice, but the pre-curved nature was unnecessary. Frieza unfortunately does have visible mold lines on the purple, but there's little you can do about that, so I won't dock points off the figure. The flesh and the metal contrast very nicely with each other. All the colors contrast from each other and help Frieza pop on a shelf. And like I said before, this figure on the flesh features more details than his previous 1.0 counterparts. He looks so much better and there's so much more improvements. Overall, I think Frieza looks incredible. Dare I say, one of the best looking Dragon Ball Figuarts? I'm serious, Bandai nailed the look of this figure. I really love how it looks, and honestly, it was love at first open with this figure. It looks great, and this definitely sets a standard for future figures that use the Final Form Frieza design. I'm going on, so we better get moving. Frieza has great articulation. Great articulation. So let's see what he's got. Head is on a double ball peg. Wait, I could be wrong. No, I'm sorry, ball hinge. Yeah, head is on a ball hinge, but the neck is on a ball peg. So we can look this high up, this far down, can look side to side, and lean side to side. That's always good. The shoulders have pads to better hide the shoulder joint, which was a problem with the 1.0 mold of Frieza. And his shoulders can move this high up more than 90 degrees, so that's good, and the shoulder pads can be adjusted accordingly. Arms can rotate. There's a bit of a butterfly joint as well. Biceps can swivel. Double hinged elbows can go more than 90 degrees. And we have swivels in the forearms. And hands are on ball hinges. This chest plate right here is also on a ball joint, so it prevents paint rub. Although it's a bit hard to dig under it with your fingernail. There we go. So you can adjust it in case you need Frieza to crunch downward. So he can crunch down just about this far forward. And can go backward this far back, which is excellent. And of course can rotate. And lean. Legs. They have the classic pull-down style Figuarts hinge from the 1.0 era. So, yeah. More range to kick forward, which is about this far forward. And can kick this far backward. And in terms of splits, he can almost do the splits. Almost. It's just enough so you don't need it to go completely. But still, it's splits enough. Thighs can swivel. Double hinged knees, which can go pretty much all the way. And swivel hinged ankles. Can go this far back, this far forward, and the ankle rocker is excellent. And the tail has swivel hinges right here and here. It's a little bit difficult to pose the tail due to its nature of being pre-curved, so yeah, good luck trying to get it to look aesthetically pleasing, in case you needed to go in some more wild directions. It's possible. It's just good luck to get it to look good, because look at this. Yeah. Frieza's articulation is nothing to scoff at. It is excellent movement. It is really good for a 3.0 figure, and yeah, I like it. I think it is really solid. So, yeah, Frieza's articulation does wonders. Frieza was not seen for long in his mecha look, so the amount of accessories may seem small, but it's actually more than enough for Frieza in his mecha design. Pretty cool. Let's see if this is a worthy package. First, whenever you interchange the heads, these two pieces come out, and you put them on the head of your choosing. Just be aware of that. As you saw, Frieza has his default smirking head. Here he is with an angry teeth-gritted head, a maniacal smiling head, and a yelling screaming head. For the hands, he has two fist hands, two clawed-like hands, two splayed-out open blast hands, and two pointing finger hands. There's a stand he comes with a rod that attaches on the stand via a ball joint and connects. This is for, you guessed it, Frieza getting sliced in half by Trunks. Now I love the look at this, it looks great and is just overall a neat inclusion. But obviously he's missing his arms and legs, so where do you get them from? Up your ass? Well, you gotta take them from the normal figure. Disconnect the arms from the biceps and disconnect the legs from the thighs and attach them on the damaged figure, and there you go. Now Frieza is looking in horror as he's falling apart. I really do like this. It's such a great idea to include this, and Bandai did not disappoint. So accessories for Frieza are awesome. We get a good variety of hands and we get plenty of faces. Frieza is a great package and I couldn't be more pleased with the figure. Awesome. Here's a size comparison with other figures you may or may not own. Frieza is a smaller figure, which is not a bad thing. He's supposed to be small. So he scales great with other Dragon Ball figures and characters. So if you need him up on the display, you have nothing to worry about. Wow, this figure is good. Is it perfect? No, but it's still a fantastic release. It's definitely one of the best releases, I'll say that right now. This makes me a lot more excited for the 100% final form Frieza. Sculpted paint is great, articulation is awesome, and accessories is a treat. This is a great piece, but I don't know if it's $85 great. Maybe lower it by $10 and we'll talk, but for now, yeah, that's a bit steep. Still a fantastic figure though, no doubt about that. I think it's awesome in my opinion, and I've gotten quite a kick out of taking photos of him. Frieza here gets an excellent 9 out of 10. I definitely recommend this figure, just avoid spending more than $130. If you can find him for at least $100, lower your expectations and you'll love this figure like I do. This is a great figure and I recommend him for the collection, especially if you need Frieza in his mechanized design.